All right, we'll get started in just a moment. I'm going to wait until it's 10 o'clock. So welcome everybody. This is a 30-minute class on yoga for stress and anxiety. And a lot of us are under stress and a lot of fearful thoughts, myself included. So these are some practices that were taught to me and that have been very useful, and I hope they're useful for you. We'll include some pranayama. That's one of the quickest, fastest ways. And pranayama is breath work, so it's one of the fastest ways that you can just kind of reset yourself. And then some of our movement will include inhaling with movement and longer exhales, because longer exhales will always help calm the nervous system. And then at the end of class, the last 5 minutes of class, if you have some wall space nearby, plan on using that for legs up the wall as our final posture. If it's not convenient for you to get to a wall, you can just lay in corpse pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, or even sit up, and I'll cue you through the breath. But it's really helpful, and I'll explain more about it once we get started. Okay, so I'm just going to move back to the mat, and we'll begin. So let's start by just taking a comfortable seat. And if you're in a chair, you can stay in a chair, but it's probably best to be on a mat if possible. Not a big deal. You can also prop yourself up on a pillow. And then just kind of, just roll your shoulders around a little and just get them nice and loose, because we're going to start with some breath. Great. Okay. And then let's just take a nice inhale and then take your let's see, your right ear to your right shoulder. Bring it back. Take it to your left shoulder. Back. We're just going to move a few more times, just loosening up our neck because we hold so much tension in the upper part of our body. Nice, smooth breath. Good. And then bring it back to center. And feel like you're lengthening the back of the neck and drawing your skull right over your torso. And then just inhale and take your gaze to your left. Bring it back to center. Take it over to the right. Center, left, center, right, center. One more time each way. Great. And then we're going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. It's recommended that you prop up if you're a little uncomfortable sitting on your bottom, so you can put a pillow underneath. So before we get started, bring your hand to the top of your skull, and I want you to just close your eyes and feel like you're pressing down through your tailbone and extending up through the skull. So you just create a lot of space in between all the vertebrae of the spine, and then just release. You're going to take your right hand, so I'm not nearing you, and you're going to bend your index and middle finger, and we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, and I'll cue you through it. This breath is phenomenal for settling the nerves, okay? So you're going to take your right thumb to your right side of the nose and your ring finger to your left, and just make sure you have the ability to close the nostrils, and then inhale through the right nostril. Good. Exhale. Sorry. I want to make sure you can inhale left. Now let's start all over. All of a sudden, I thought maybe I forgot to check the microphone. I wanted to make sure we had it on. Okay, let's start over. Let's just take a nice inhale and exhale. Good. Now take your hands to your nostrils. Inhale through both nostrils. Close the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Now inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Now continue on. Just notice you always change nostrils after the inhale. So you'll inhale through a nostril, change sides, and then you'll exhale and inhale. Have the intention as you breathe to just relax deeply. And you can also, as a visualization while you do it, just follow the breath. Imagine there's an orb of light that moves down the spine and up the spine with every inhalation and exhalation. And you can even kind of visualize it on one side of the spine when you're going through the right nostril, on left side of the spine when you're going through the left. So just a couple more breaths each way. If this breath practice is new to you, it just maybe sometimes takes a couple times to just learn how to do it and get comfortable with it. And then it will be, you have it in your back pocket any time of the day. Awesome. So after your next exhalation out your left nostril, just go ahead and release your hands and just kind of observe. Just hopefully you'll notice that your system settled down a little bit. Great, and then you can open your eyes and we'll make our way into table position. So one of the things we're going to start doing, another form of breath with movement, is we're going to inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Anytime you lengthen your exhalations, it just settles you. So hopefully as we move through the class, you'll start gradually noticing you're getting more settled. Index fingers, I want you to have them parallel to each other, but right below the shoulder blades. And let's just start by coming into child's pose. So take your knees wide, take your hips back, stretch out. Crown of the head can come onto the floor. And then just stay there for a moment. I'm coming up just so that you can hear me better, but just imagine as you breathe, just take an inhale for 4 counts. Feel your belly fill. Exhale, navel comes to spine. Have the intention to deeply relax with every exhalation. So we'll inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. Let your hips soften against your heels. And every exhale, just visualize that there's just any type of uncomfortable thoughts are just completely dissolving. Okay, after your next exhalation, we're going to do some mindful movement. So you're going to inhale for 4, coming into cat posture, or excuse me, cow, and then exhale back to child, 6 counts. So inhale, cow, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, navel to spine, hips towards heels, 6 counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Couple more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now come forward up to table again. Keep your hips right over your knees, and you're going to gently walk your hands forward, pressing down, forehead comes to the earth. So notice as I just know, you can listen to my cues. Try to spread your fingers and have your palms pressing strongly into the earth, slight drawing in of the navel on your exhale. Press into your palms and have them connect to the earth and feel like your wrists are lifting up slightly, and then just allow the area of your shoulders to just kind of melt down. Smooth breath again. If you can continue, 4 counts in, 6 counts, release. So 4 count inhale, 6 count, just a gentle drawing into the navel on the exhale. Excellent. And then now walk your way back up. Take your knees just a couple inches back, tuck your toes and press back into a downward facing dog. If this is too much for anybody, if downward dog's too difficult of a posture, you can just do table and do a cat-cow, move your hips back and forth or barrel rolls. Otherwise, downward dog's a really nice posture. So in downward dog, you wanna feel, I'm not doing it because I wanna cue and I wanna make sure you can hear me, but you wanna squeeze your arms straight, press strongly through the finger pads and where the index finger connects to the thumb. And then pedal your feet out a little bit if that feels good to you. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can bend your knees and press your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Gaze comes to navel, towards navel. And really strong, smooth, even breath. So our breath is so closely tied to our nervous system. So you want to just really get the movement of the breath. 4 counts in, if you can maintain it, 6 counts out. Couple more times, pedal if you'd like, but then try after a few times of pedaling just to get nice and still. And then very mindfully, one step at a time, just slowly step your feet forward to the front of the mat. You might need to bend your knees as you make your way there. And then once you get to the front, you can grab opposite elbows. You can have your hands on your shins. You can, grab opposite elbows, or the hands can be on the floor. And just nice and steady, continue the breath. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. Try to spread the feet, the toes on the feet. Really feel the connection from earth, from your pelvis down to the earth. So you really create a lot of grounding sensation and feeling. See if you can bring a little bit more weight forward into the balls of the feet. And then now bring your hands towards your hips. Press into the feet from your pelvis, press down through the feet, and inhale halfway up, and then press through the feet and come all the way up. Excellent. And then we're going to turn towards, actually you don't need to turn anyway, or you can go from maybe the camera, the computer. So one of the reasons we're doing standing poses is it helps us feel a sense of grounding. And it's also nice to feel a little bit of strength, because in times of uncertainty, we need to kind of build our own willpower a little bit too. Okay, so we're going to take a wide angle forward fold. Rule of thumb is if you hold your hands out and then bend at the wrist, that's about where your feet should be, toes slightly in. Hands on the pelvis, and just broaden your collarbones. And then with the pelvis, with your hands on your pelvis, just press down to the earth. Take a nice inhale in, and then you're going to hinge at the hips. Nice, strong belly as you come down and release the hands to the earth. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to get your hands down there, that's perfectly okay. Take your gaze behind you. Try to lengthen the back of the neck. And then even here, kind of lift and spread the toes a little bit so you feel the connection of the earth from your feet, but 4 corners of your feet, or 3, it's rules of different people have opinions about that, but press down. Good. And just feel as if the energy from your pelvis towards your feet, from your tailbone down to the crown of the head, is just smooth and steady. Maybe bring your weight a little bit more forward into the balls of the feet. Bring it back. Then bring your hands to your hips if you can. Bend your knees if you need it. Press strongly to the earth. So connect to the earth energy and then just rise on up. Okay. Take your right toes out. Bring your arms out to the side. We'll do one triangle. So take your right hand down to your right shin. If you can bring it to the earth, that's great. And then just stretch your left arm up. Okay, now take a nice inhale for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, the hand will come over your ear towards the left. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, stretch the arm up. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now your choice for a couple more inhales and exhales. Your arm can stay over the ear, or you can stretch it up. If your hand is on your shin or the ground, press into the left hand that's on the shin or the ground and stretch, your right hand and stretch up through the left. Awesome. Now, connect to the earth, press down, tone your belly, rise up. So we're just creating internal strength and steadiness. Other side, just switch the toes. So now the toes are pointing towards the left. Arms out. Take a moment just to broaden from collarbones to fingertips, and then bring it down. Okay, get ready for, take a nice inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now bring it up. Or you can keep it straight out, whatever is your preference. But what I do want you to do is with your left hand, if it's on the earth or your shin, press into it and stretch up through the right, belly strong. And then now press down through the feet. Come all the way up. Hands together. I'm just going to nice and easy, draw the feet together. Excellent. We'll face towards the side again. Inhale, stretch up. Pause here and exhale. On your next inhale, do what's called goddess arms and just open up and give yourself a chest opener. And then stretch up and come to a forward fold. So your choice here, we're going to make our way into pigeon with the right knee forward. If you need to modify, the modification is on your back with the right ankle over the left calf, or the left thigh. Okay, otherwise, and I'm going to face you, bring your right knee forward and get nice and settled in. And I really love this, if you can bear with me, because sometimes my students get impatient and they want to come down, but I think this is a really nice grounding aspect of pigeon. So bring your hands to your knees or your shins. If you are on your back, still create this feeling in your pelvis, even though you're on the back, okay? So before we'll get to tuck your left toes and lift your left knee and inner spiral the leg so that you get nice and squared. Okay, and then just release the toes. I want you to take a nice inhale for 2, 3, 4, filling up the chest. And on the exhale, just feel like it's a big softening of the hips for 6 counts. Great. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, just soften, like surrender. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, surrender. And then you can make your way forward into whatever version of pigeon. Some people have to have their hands straight up. Some can come onto your forearms. But I want to introduce a minute of box breathing here, and then we'll do it on the other side. So if you'll follow my cue, exhale any air out. You're going to inhale for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now wait, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And now wait, hold before you inhale again. And then now inhale. So it's called box breath because it's like going around the box. Some people are really challenged waiting to inhale again. I've heard some students say they feel like they're drowning. So if you're uncomfortable waiting for the inhale, just, try to do it for 1 count and then inhale. And over time, all of these breathing practices, you get better at it the more you practice. And it improves your nervous system. It will totally help with your anxiety because the more practice and the better we get at managing our breath, it's going to improve how we can manage our nerves. Okay, so nice and easy. Make your way out, and you're just going to come back into the table position and just do nice little circles. And just nice even breath, just equal inhales to exhales. Try to create nice and even fluidity in your movement. Great, and then we're going to go to the other side. So again, if you're on your back, everybody else start getting ready with the left knee forward. If you're on your back, you just cross the leg over and bring it in. So you grab behind on the thigh, and you just hang out, head is down. When we do the little inhales and exhales, just imagine your pelvis softening. Okay, so left leg forward. I'm just going to demo this tucking. So go ahead and tuck, like as if you're flexing the foot. Tuck your right leg, lift the knee up, and inner spiral your back leg. It's going to help loosen you up. And then just bring your hands at the sides, same thing. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, just a release, like a softening of the hips. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, just soften and settle. 2 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, release. And then make your way onto your forearms. You can stay up here. You can lean on a pillow. And we'll begin the box breathing. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 3, 4. Good, make your way up. Come back to table. Nice little circles. Eyes can be closed or soft. Think range of motion, as if you're trying to just explore the range of motion of the femur bone in the hip socket, and take it in the opposite direction. So we just did the box breathing for about a minute. That's another really breath work, and it's very simple. So I encourage you guys to do these breath work practices throughout the day. I've been doing them like probably 10 times a day. I just mix them all up. Okay, so I'm going to do bridge this way. So we're going to come on our backs now for bridge. Feet, you're going to bend the knees. Feet are going to be, your fingertips can just graze the ground. I'm going to do breath. Hands are at the side. Inhale, 2, 3, and 4, and lift the hips, arms overhead, and then exhale 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3.
Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, we're going to hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. You can leave. You can bring your hands down at the side. You can interlace them if you so like to. And here, I'm just going to give you some cues. So lift and spread your toes. Press into the back of the skull and lift your hips a little higher if you can. Now press into the feet and feel like you're drawing them towards your hips. So you're creating energy in the hamstrings. And then from the top of the thighs, extend out through the knees. People tend to have the knees flail out. Try to really connect to the inner edge of your feet. Slight inner spiraling of the thighs. And then nice and easy release. Let the knees just fall together in constructive rest. And just observe your breath. Lengthen the breath. Counts in, 6 counts out. Just be aware and just watch, kind of observe your own energy. So once we start seeing our energy get out of whack, we can start using these breath practices to bring it home a little bit. Okay, last posture before we do the real yummy one. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and just hug it in nice and tight. You know, and encourage your left femur bone to just stretch towards the earth, maybe flex the left foot, pressing the heel in, and then keep the knee right over the hip. Right hand comes out, palm up, left leg, just a nice gentle twist. And just nice smooth breath. Let's move to regular breath for this one. So let's see if we can do 5 count in, 5 count out. But with every inhale, just expand the chest, filling the heart. And with every exhale, just visualize layers of tension, just releasing. So you inhale, fill the heart center. Exhale, just another layer of tension, relaxing. Draw the knee back in, give it a hug. Stretch it out. We go to side 2, drawing the left knee in. So you just interlace your hands around. If you're on the tighter side, you just grab behind the thigh. See if you can flex the right leg and encourage the right femur bone to move towards the earth. Just a nice squeeze. And then just release the knee so it's right over the hip. Take the knee over for a twist. Left arm comes out. And practice the intentional mindful breathing as you do this. Inhale for 5 counts. Every exhale, another layer of tension releases. Okay, wait one more. All right, bring it back to center. Little happy baby. So if you can grab the outsides of the feet, nice. You can grab the toes, that's nice. If that's too much for you, it's really nice too to just, and I still do this sometimes because I feel more grounded when I do it. You can just grab, I sometimes like to grab my shins right above the big calf muscle and just try to encourage the knees moving towards your armpits. But I try to see if you can keep the sacrum on the ground. It just feels very settling, and we all can use some settling these days. You can even feel your belly fill up between the upper thighs, soften your shoulders. Great. Now we're going to bring the knees in, roll to the side, and now we'll set up for the final posture, which is a super restorative posture. Is legs up the wall. If you didn't plan for the wall space, no problem. Just come into a Supta Baddha Konasana or Shavasana. The feet are together, knees wide. That's great. Otherwise, you'll just come to the end of the wall. I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to kind of sit up so I can walk you through this yummy breath work to go with it. So you just come close to the wall, and then you spin your legs up.
Hands come out to the side. So take a little bit to get settled. If you have a ponytail, you gotta get the ponytail off. So I am going to cue you through breath work on this, and then I'm going to tell you namaste and wish you well and wish you a wonderful afternoon. But I encourage you, once we do this breath work, to stay there for a while. It's a supported inversion. It's very restorative. I think you should do this every day I think we should do it every day for the next couple weeks. So I'll say namaste later after I do the breath work. All right. But so to be clear, I'm going to walk you through the breath work, do a little namaste, and stop the recording so I stay on time. But I encourage you to stay there, and I encourage you to practice any of these breath techniques. Okay, so you're in your supported inversion, or you're in reclined butterfly. I want you to draw your awareness to your belly. And so begin to feel the rise and fall of the belly. So I want you to inhale. We're going to count backwards. Well, first inhale into the belly, feel it rise, and then exhale, feel it fall. Now we're going to go backwards. So we're going to do inhale 11, exhale 11. Inhale 10, exhale 10. Inhale 9, exhale 9. Inhale 8, exhale 8. Inhale 7, exhale 7. Inhale 6, exhale 6. Inhale 5, exhale 5. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Inhale 3, exhale 3. Inhale 2, exhale 2. Inhale 1, exhale 1. Now take your awareness to the chest and begin noticing on the inhale your chest rises, on the exhale your chest falls. And before we start counting, one more thing to share. This is a great practice to do if you wake up in the middle of the night or before you fall asleep. Just do the same breath technique. So now noticing the chest, inhale 11, exhale 11. Inhale 10, exhale 10. Inhale 9, exhale 9. Inhale 8, exhale 8. Inhale 7, exhale 7. Inhale 6, exhale 6. Inhale 5, exhale 5. Inhale 4, exhale 4. Inhale 3, exhale 3. Inhale 2, exhale 2. Inhale 1, exhale 1. Now take your awareness to the throat. You won't feel the rise and fall, but you can notice the breath moving in and out of the throat on inhale and exhale. So just inhale, notice the breath move through the throat. Exhale, see it go differently on the exhale. Inhale 11, exhale 11. Inhale 10, exhale 10. Inhale 9, exhale 9. Inhale 8, exhale 8. Inhale 7, exhale 7. Inhale 6, exhale 6, inhale 5, exhale 5, inhale 4, exhale 4, inhale 3, exhale 3, inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 1, exhale 1. Last rotation is noticing the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. And encourage you again to relax deeply with every inhalation and exhalation. So inhale 11, exhale 11. Inhale 10, exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to allow yourself to relax completely, feeling completely grounded and settled. I encourage you to stay here for several more minutes. I encourage you to watch the video again, practice any of these techniques. May the light that shines within each of us shine so brightly. Our paths are illuminated, our obstacles are removed, and we uplift everyone we interact with. Namaste.